My name Ricky Martin. I speak 8 different language.
Check out these little goats.
This is the entrance from here.
This one? Okay.
One, two. Eh? This is the mosque. You see the tomb?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, in Navratra, in the summer,
Yeah.
we make many like ceremony here for 9 days.
What does that
Fast. You know, Navratri, you know?
Yeah.
Navratri,
Right?
for 9 days praying the Kali, Durga, all the festivals.
They fast for 9 days.
Yeah. Because in India we have 2 times the Navratra. One is coming in end of this month. This is the Yogni.
All of these individual ones, there are 64
Yeah.
in total.
There is a man,
That's the main one, huh?
yeah, the Kali,
That's for Kali?
God of power. I have come many times, but I wish I get. I believe very much. I mean,
Oh,
the local people
That's good.
from here, they believe.
you can wish for
For anything,
more tourists and
for
more,
tourists,
more
health,
business and
money,
Yeah.
anything. Come. From there, you see the mountains, the
Yeah,
nice sunset, the view of the sunset. You sit there,
Okay.
you know,
the
and
sunset's
then,
over there?
Yeah, there in sunset
Okay.
in the evening.
Yeah.
Actually, before we have also the statue, but it has gone to the Marble Rocks, Jabalpur.
Okay, so they
Yeah.
took it from here. So you have a little statue now.
This is the temple. I mean, this whole temple is
Yeah.
broken up.
Is it you sit inside for
No sitting. This is
These are for
temple.
gods.
This is for the goddess.
Okay.
Not God,
some of them are-
goddess
all goddesses.
or goddess.
All females.
All the females like
And-
Ganga,
but some of them are
Jamuna,
empty,
Saraswati.
like why is
Yeah.
this?
Is before long time ago is a statue,
Okay, so they
but
took
it's
it out.
stolen.
Oh, it got stolen.
Not a stolen. I mean, changed. They take to
Okay, take
the
it to some other
Jabalpur.
place. Okay.
If you count from there, it's
Yeah.
a 64.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's why it's called Chosat Jogni Temple.
64
Yes,
goddesses
yeah.
temple.
Yeah. When you need peace, you just
Yeah.
come here, relax, sit in quiet,
Yeah.
do meditation like this. You know, I show you one position. Maybe you know already. It's like a Om,
Yeah.
like this,
Okay.
like this. Om. The mantras, the power,
Yeah.
the spiritual way.
Feel at peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this, sir.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a nice
They are
place.
going to be make garden everywhere.
Over here.
Yeah.
What kind of garden?
Like the normal garden for the temple.
How old is this?
Sorry?
how
This
old
is the first temple like
The very
1000 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. You are making videos?
Yeah. It's a video. You can introduce yourself, Ricky Martin.
My name Ricky Martin. I speak 8 different language. Nice to meet you. Ellen, thank you very much. You are so kind. I love you.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Let's hope the weather's nice so I can come here in the sunset.
Yeah.
And the sun rises over here?
No, sunrise is
Over there. Okay.
Yeah. But in sunrise, if you want to see sunrise, you go Dula Deva temple. In southern group near the eastern part is called
Okay.
Dula Deva.
That has the best
The best sunset.
sunrise.
Not sunrise, yeah.
Yeah.
You go like 6:30,
Yeah.
7 o'clock, then you can.
Yeah. This is also like this.
Yeah, this is the best in complex. Good camera. Eh? How much is worth? $100, $500,
$300.
$300.
Yeah.
So you are quite rich man, eh?
No, I have to.
I have nothing like
This is for
$200.
work. This is for work.
And this
so
is for work.
that's my work. So
All right.
I have to invest this money.
Right.
I'm in the western group of temples. It's pretty well maintained. And that's because there's a entry fee. It's not really free like the other temples. And it's kind of a ripoff like most archaeological places in India. If you're a foreigner, you pay 600. And if you're Indian, you pay a mere 40 bucks, which is what I paid. Because, you know. And also for the video camera, they have an extra 25. Sorry about the camera movement. They took my little selfie stick away because it had a tripod at the bottom. So they don't allow tripods in here, so couldn't really bring that in. So here I am, hand holding the camera, and let's now explore the. It's going to be a lot more tiring than having the stick because I have to hold my hand up, and it's a lot more uncomfortable than having the stick in my hand. So, but I'll make it work. Don't worry about that. So here we go. That's one of the first temples on the right as you enter the western groups from the main entrance. So one thing to keep in mind, you don't always have a camera fee if your camera is a photo camera. They asked me if it was photo or video. I didn't think much and I just said video, so I had to pay 25. So this is the Vishwanatha temple and the Nandi shrine on the right. So check that out. That's the Nandi shrine. And that is the Vishwanatha temple, is what I think it was. So again, it's like built in like 940 something BC. So pretty goddamn old. I mean, look at this. This lady's entire torso is missing. She's been decapitated, kind of. It's a lot of damage, but some of them are in pretty good conditions. Look at that, it's all erotic art. It's actually a pretty nice park compared to the other temples where they just have randomly placed temples and no specific infrastructure around it. Unlike the Western group, so because there's an entry fee, they can maintain the temples and, you know. I actually do have another tripod in my bag, but I don't think it's a good idea to pull it out and set it up to make some time lapses, because I don't need people coming to me and telling me to put it away. Hello. And so this is the Vishwanath temple. Look at that, this one's completely destroyed as well. I know what happened to that. Maybe somebody smashed it. That happened as well. I mean, there were quite a few Muslim explorers or dynasties who have destroyed a lot of the temples from this era. So the only ones that are left are the ones left standing. The rest of them have been destroyed. Some of these have been damaged as well. So maybe that's a sign of that. Or maybe something else. I don't know. All right. Yeah, look at this one. Smashed. It looks like it was smashed, so I'm not sure exactly though. So this one, the Nandi Shrine, is kind of a smaller one. And I don't know what that's dedicated to because I didn't really take a guide or anything. But yeah, that's what it looks like. It's got these elephants. I don't think that's Ganesh though. It's just elephants. So surrounded by elephants. So maybe some sort of an elephant shrine, I guess. Man, the sun is out today. Sun's out, guns out. Wow. Man, I really wish I had a tripod. I mean, I do, but I wish I could set it up so I could make a time lapse here. Look at that. Look at the clouds behind it. Damn. All right, let me take a few more photos here, and we'll get back to the tour. So these Western group of temples is something more of what I expected to see here when I first got here. Unlike the Eastern group, which is like temples scattered throughout an open field near a village. But those are free, and there's no tickets. There's no ripping off foreigners for $600 and giving Indians the pass for $40, which I can complain about. I mean, except the fact that not every foreigner who comes is rich. You know, what if there's a backpacker from Nepal or something who's on a budget and they don't get to visit these places at all? I mean, it applies to any archaeological site in India, throughout India, in Delhi or wherever. There's different prices for foreigners and Indians, and it's always a substantial difference, like 40 versus 600. So yeah, it's all mostly the foreigners that are maintaining these places because they're the ones paying the large chunks of money, and yeah, so we owe it to them. Ironically, not ironically, but all right. This is another one. This is Chitragupta Temple. And that's what it looks like. I guess after a while they all start to look kind of similar. Also because it's hot AF, and yeah. But it's still different enough for me to document it. So let's check out these sculptures on the outside. I mean, look at this. This one almost looks Roman or Greek or something. These are more Indian style, big booty hose, and oh, look at this. It's like completely smashed apart or something. And they also have these weird symbols. First of all, how the hell did they manage a perfect circle 2,000 years ago? Maybe they had the tools, I don't know. Or maybe I'm just not aware enough of what kind of tools they had available to them. And people are creative, so all they would have to do is tie a stick to a thread and just use it to create a perfect circle. So I guess that's your answer. This, I guess, is where the water comes out, is what I'm guessing. And they have these, I'm not sure if they have any significant meaning or if it's just random patterns. A lot of them are just eroded. And a lot of the stones are also turning black, which you would expect, as it's like 2,000 years old. Man, that's hard to wrap your head around, that it's really that old. So these These ones, excuse me, these ones are a bit more eroded than the other moss on the floor. Some next level heat and humidity. On the one hand, I was glad that the sun's out today because I'm optimistic about the sunset. But on the other hand, I'm thinking I should have stayed in, but no, that's never a good idea. I don't care how bad it gets. It's still better than sitting and doing nothing. So let that be a lesson, kids. Doing something is always better than doing nothing. At least when it comes to traveling, you know. But it also applies to most situations. Somebody just left the water running. Oh no. It's a weird mechanism. Huh, it doesn't close. It only goes to a low setting. Oh well. So that's, I guess, it. And now I'm gonna head out. There isn't much to see except the few temples. But yeah, it's definitely one of the better ones that I've seen. Better than the Eastern group. Not sure if I want to head to the north or the south, but we'll see. But I definitely want to head to the north of this town, into the waterfall. And I hope it doesn't rain. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain, but you never know with the weather. And we'll see. If the weather remains the same, I'll definitely head to the waterfall. Got my camera and everything, so should be exciting. They're all kind of same, but a little different, I guess. Even though they're dedicated to different gods, but on the outside it looks pretty similar. This one looks less erotic than the other ones, so. All of these temples have like a weird smell. I think it's bat turd. Alright, I guess that was it for the little tour. Let me wear my shoes here. So it's pretty good from the outside, but pretty much all of these temples have like rats and stuff living inside. Not rats, I guess, but bats. And it really stinks on the inside, so probably wouldn't recommend going in. But other than that, it's pretty decent if you're interested in ancient architecture and stuff. If you're coming to Khajuraho or pretty much anywhere in India, you need to learn to be able to say no to people, because there's going to be a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, coming up to you to offer you tour groups or motorcycles or tuk-tuks to temples and waterfalls and stuff. So and it kind of gets annoying after a while. I mean, the sheer number of people coming up to you, and they're aware of that. The guy I met earlier, Ricky Martin, told me that one of the reasons why tourists don't like this place, or one of the things that they don't like about this place, is the amount of people coming up to them to try to sell them tours or trips and whatnot. So yeah, sometimes gotta be a bit rude to people and just constantly say no. And they're not gonna give up easy, so just keep that in mind if you're coming to India or Khajuraho in general. So